Jennifer Lopez's petition for divorce from Ben Affleck didn't include any mention of a prenup, and Salma Hayek revealed she doesn't have one with her billionaire husband.
All right, Brahm Siegel is a family lawyer. He is here for more on this. Good to see you again. Good morning.
Thank you for having me.
All right, let's discuss prenups by first maybe kind of trying to define them, if we could. What is a prenup and how much does it cost?
Sure. So a prenup, or a marriage contract, as it's formally called in Canada, is a contract between two people who are either planning on getting married or already married and want to either limit or avoid the effects of spousal support or property if they break up. In terms of cost, most prenups take between 8 to 10 hours to do, and depending on your lawyer's rate, most lawyers charge by the hour for these sorts of contracts, anywhere from $200 to $1,000 per hour. So in general, you can expect to spend between $1,500 to $5,000, a small fraction of what the wedding cost, most judges would say.
Okay, so who do you see doing them, or who should be doing prenups?
So prenups are for folks who want to, as I said, opt out or limit spousal support or property rights. We start often with people who want to make special arrangements for how the house is divided if they are separating or divorcing. If two people are buying a house together in joint names and they separate and they're both putting in the same amount of money, they don't need a prenup. But often people are putting in different amounts of money. And without a prenup, the net proceeds are split equally. Doing a prenup allows you to carve out or exclude how much each person put in so that upon separation, they can each get that back.
Okay, let's talk a bit about spousal and child support after a breakup. What should and should not be included in a prenup agreement when it comes to that?
Yeah, so the answer is it depends very much on the facts and on the client. I don't know any good lawyers that are going to recommend or advise a young woman who hasn't yet had children to give up all her spousal support rights. Usually, upon a separation, she's the one who's in a financially worse off situation. Most people who do prenups where they give up all their spousal support rights are people who are in their second or third marriages and are financially secure. So they don't have to worry about being financially dependent upon a separation. But a prenup, one of the beautiful things about it is it doesn't have to be all or nothing when it comes to spousal support. You can craft, or you can tailor make your contract to, for example, limit the amount of income that goes in, or put termination dates in that would be different from what a judge would do, or exclude certain kinds of income from the calculations. You can also put in lump sums with interest, which, again, the courts don't do. So it gives you lots of options to pick and choose.
Do you recommend them?
Absolutely. These days, with housing what it is across the country, it is extremely rare for people to be able to afford money to buy a house. So people are depending more and more on loans and gifts from family. But often, the loans and gifts are not the same. What one side is getting is different than the other side is getting. And without a prenup, the net proceeds of the house are split equally. Most people don't want that. They want to know that if their daughter that they've given money to for a house splits up, that they're able to get that chunk back. And then the rest of the growth is shared equally. We also see a ton of business owners who are going through marriage number two, saying, you know what, I don't like how the law impacts me by sharing half the value of my increase. I want to make sure for relationship number two, marriage number two, my business, my shares, my pension are factored out. And you can do that in a prenup.
All right, as you mentioned off the top, could cost upwards of $5,000, but it might be money well spent down the road. Having said that, we're wishing you all well today and into the future
100%.
with your marriages. Good to see you this morning.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.